Okay, so let's do in class 8. So consider an experiment where 2 marbles are chosen at random from a jar that contains 2 red, 4 green, 4 blue, and 5 yellow marbles. And we're going to make the assignment that red is 0, green is 1, blue is 2, yellow is 3. So if we let x be the sum of the 2 numbers assigned to the chosen marbles, then x is a discrete random variable. So also x takes on the values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'll explain that in a second. So we need to find the expected value, variance, and standard deviation. So let me take these things here, my marble assignments, number of marbles, sorry. Let's put that here. And here's the assignments we're making for the marbles. Let's put that below. So let's note here total marbles will be just adding up all the ones where you've got 2 reds plus 3 greens plus 4 blue plus 5 yellow. So adding those, so adding those, it'll be 14. Okay, so let's find the expected value. Okay, so the expected value would be E of x. So it's going to be 0 times probability x is 0 plus, let me just repeat this, 1 times probability x is 1. Basically running through all the values up here until I get to 6. Next would be 2 times probability x is 2. Next, 3 times probability x is 3. Next, 4 times probability x is 4. Next, 5 times probability x is 5. And lastly, 6 times probability x is 6. Okay, we'll come back to that. So note here, the probability that, say, x is 0. Well, here's my assignments. So x is the sum of the 2 marbles. So if we look at it here, I need to get 2 reds in order to add up to 0. So it's going to be the probability of getting red, red. And that's going to be the probability of getting red on your first pick times probability of getting red on second pick, given that 1 red marble removed. 1 red marble is removed. Okay, well, there's 14 marbles and 2 of them are red, so therefore to get 1 red it's going to be 2 out of 14 when you reach in. Then times, now 1 red's removed, so now there's only 1 red left and there's 13 marbles left. So multiplying this will give us then 2, and 14 times 13 you can check is 182. Okay, so let me highlight this. Or we can start replacing it actually up here. Let's say, go like that. So let me go actually equals here. So it's going to be 0 times, so the 2 over 182 plus, okay, now I need to go down and find probability x is 2. So next, oops, turn this off. So next, probability x is, 1. So again, here's the assignments of the colors. In order to get 1 onto the marbles when you add them up, you need to have a red and a green. So red and a green, or green and red, because when you add those, 0 plus 1 is 1. So it'd be probability of getting a red and a green plus probability of getting a green and a red. But these two probabilities will be the same, so you can write this as just 2 times the probability of getting, say, a red and a green. And that would be, let me just copy this. That would be, let me just make some adjustments to this. Probably getting a red on the first one and a green on second, given 1 red is removed. So it's going to be 2 out of 14 for getting a red. But now greens, there's 3 greens. So this will be then, oh, I forgot the 2 here. There should be a 2 right here, times 2. And so therefore, stick a 2 here. So it'll be 2 times 2, 4 times 3, 12. So it'll be 12 over 182. Like that. That'll be, sorry, that's not a, sorry, that's it. That's the probability of getting a 1. So going up to my expected value then, let me put some space here. It'd be then 1 times, now probability x is 1 now can be replaced with 12 over 182. So it'd be 12 over 182 plus, let's keep going with this. Next, so next, turn this off. So next, we're looking at probability x is 2. So the probability x is 2. Well, we could have, again, looking up here. Let me actually just take these and put them below. I'll keep track of them here. So we're looking at these guys here. So to get 2, you could have 2 greens. So probability of green, green. Or another way you could get 2 is to get a red and a blue. So probability red and blue. Or also I could have got blue and red. So note then, that's like a green green. So probability of getting green green, we just take this here. Oops, sorry, yes. The template here, paste it. We're probably getting a green on first one times probability of getting a green on second, given that 1 green is removed. Okay, so probability of getting a green, well, there's 3 greens, so it'll be 3 out of 14 times, now probability of getting a green on second one, given 1 green's removed, so there's 2 greens left, there's 13 marbles. This will be 6 out of 182. And let's look at these two now. So probably those two, well, it's going to be 2 times, they'll have the same probability, so it'll be 2 times, say, probability of red, blue. So this will equal then 2 times, paste this again, oh, sorry, paste this one. So 2 times probability of a red on first pick times probability of getting a blue on second given one red removed. Okay, so this will equal 2 times, so probability of getting a red, so it's 2 out of 14, times probability of getting a blue given one red removed, so there's still 4 blues left and 13 marbles. So multiplying this would be 2 times 2, 4 times 4, 16 over 182. So hence then probability x is 2 will be green guy, which is 6 over 182 plus the 16 over 182. 16 over 182. Adding those, we'll get 22 over 182. Highlight that one. Okay, so that's going to go in place of x is 2 now. So actually, let me just say copy this line down here. We'll start just replacing them as we're going along. So we just said this guy now is 22 over 182. We can now take this guy away. So let's do probability x equals 3 next. Okay, let's keep going. So probability x is 3. So again, here's my marbles. Paste them down right here. So to get a 3, so we're looking again at this line here. To get a 3, we could have a blue and a green. So we could have, so we have probability blue and green plus probability of green and blue. So that would give me a 3 of those two. Is there any other things? Well, we could get a red and yellow. Let's see. Because red 0 and yellow is 3, so we could have probability red, yellow plus probability yellow, red. We could just note then that these first two have the same probability, so we could write this then as, okay, never mind, I'll come back to that. So let's take these two, say, let's put them down here. They both have the same probability, so you can write them as 2 times probability B, blue and green. And that would be then, write that as, let's take this, paste it. Probability of blue on first one, and green on second, given one blue removed. Okay, so then this will equal, oh sorry, I missed the 2 in front here. 2 times, so this will equal then 2 times, so blue, we have 4 blues, so it'll be 4 out of 14. And then times probability of green given one blue removed. So green is 3 out of 13. Okay, so it'll be 24 out of 182. So I'm going to have to leave it here and continue this in the next video.